Hello, everyone, and welcome to Evolve Yourself TV. I am Agni James, and I'm a streamer. This is something I do. I'm also a chess instructor, IRL, and I'm going to be doing some chess tonight. And I also have a master's in philosophy, so we may or may not discuss philosophy. That's something that happens at times. And then, yeah, I'm a guided meditation instructor, and that's the primary focus of this channel, guided meditation, because the world is fucking insane. So it's nice to be able to go within to a place of peace, love, and oneness, and experience that joy that resides within us all. You know, if you don't know about that place, if you've forgotten about that place, then you get caught up in all the ego distractions, and you get caught up in nonsense, and your life is hell. And that's just part of the human experience. Welcome to humanity. Welcome to being a human. That's something you have to deal with, right? But anyways, we're gonna be playing chess. This is a birthday-ish stream. So yesterday was my birthday, and we're celebrating today because today is the day I want to celebrate, right? So we're going to do it today. And this morning, something really cool happened this morning. Those of you who are into chess should perk up a little bit right now. I reached the 99th 0.8th percentile on chess.com. So there's only 0.2% of the universe on chess.com that are stronger players than me, which is pretty cool, right? I've been playing chess a long time, so it's good that I've bridged the gap. There's only 0.2% of the population that are better chess players than me on chess.com. So that's always a good feeling. It's nice to know when you work hard for something that sometimes things work out a little bit, right? So that's what's going on here. Let's see. We have Ignorant in chat. Hey, good to see you, friend. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. I hope you're having a peaceful, blessed day. Hope you're having an exciting day. Hope you're getting everything you want out of life. It's always good to see a trusty mod in chat. And when I don't see a trusty mod in chat, it's still okay. You know, it's still one of those things that that it's okay. I do cry myself to sleep at night, but not as much when I see a trusty mod in chat. Okay, and without further ado, we're gonna play some anonymous chess on Lichess. So I could be playing a grandmaster. I could be playing, your 5-year-old cousin. Who knows? We don't know. We don't know who I'll be playing. It's a mystery. It kind of adds to the intrigue. It adds to the suspense. So let's see who we got today. Let's set this up. That's not correct, but we'll go there and fix it up in a second. Here we go. All right. So everyone should be able to see that. We're good to go. And let's play some chess. All right. Here we go. Wish me luck. I'm expecting every one of you to wish me luck. If one of you doesn't wish me luck, I will know about it. Oh, I want to switch to the correct category. The correct category, which is chess, right? You don't want to be in fitness and health when you're streaming chess. That would be a blunder. That would be a major blunder. Here we go. Okay, we are now in the chess category. Bam. All right. Let's play some chess. Let's see if I can win some games. All right. Here we go. Here we go. New opponent. Let's rock. All right, we got the Sicilian defense. He's going to push this pawn here, and he resigned already. I was too much for him. He couldn't handle the fact that I was going to play the hyper-accelerated dragon variation. I'm 1-0. How about that? 1-0 already. Pretty amazing. This is how it goes. I'm unbeaten tonight. All right, let's try another game. That was a little too short. New opponent. All right, I'm a d4 kind of guy, so I play pawn to d4. Queen's Gambit. How many of you have seen that show on Netflix? Some of you, maybe. All right, I'm going for this line. I'm looking to take back. This guy's taking his time. I'm going to be taking this pawn. He's got really nothing he can do about it. He could do that, right? We get this. So I gain a little development. Notice how I'm just going to do this. Well, hold on. I have a couple options. I could do this, hitting the knight and the king, and then he might want to play that. Otherwise, he's going to lose his knight, right? So do I really want to do that? Let's see. Bam. This is kind of weakening because his knight doesn't have many good squares to go to. Then I just come here and play this kind of stuff. Let's go in for this line, actually. This looks kind of fun. Let's see what happens. Okay. All right. He just went back home. He retreated all the way back home already. All right. So not the best. And now he resigned. Another resign. He couldn't handle it. He could not handle it because he lost a tempo. He's losing tempos. When people lose tempos, they lose games. Let's do it again. 2-0. Let's see how many I can win in a row. All right. Here we go. How many will Agni James win in a row? New opponent. Here's game 3. Okay, he takes. All right, that is a weird move. That's like, I feel like that move's almost losing, but I don't know. It's not quite losing. It's not the right idea though. All right, this guy doesn't know what he's doing. All right, I'm just gonna take. I don't see anything better. That's not the right move. You don't develop a piece and then trade it off for a piece that's undeveloped. It's just not how you play chess. So my queen's looking to come here to b3. That's the goal, right? All right, he's in trouble already, right? Notice I have a battery hitting this, and now check, and then he's got to go here, and then I'm going to go here, and then checkmate. Game over. I am 3-0. Okay. Hey, we have JT Farms here. It's good, JT. Thank you for showing up. I was wondering if I was gonna be here talking to myself all night, which is fine. I mean, schizophrenic people do it all the time. But it's definitely better that you're here. How was my day? My day was really, really good, actually. You're always here. I know you're always here, but like at the same time, it's nice to actually see some letters on the in the chat window, right? Yeah, my day was good. I had a good workout this morning, got some stuff accomplished. Then I subbed a chess class, which was really cool at a Catholic school. The kids learned a lot. And then after that, I went to my friend Gina's. Notice how my beard looks a lot cleaner, right? Have you noticed? JT, you haven't said anything about my beard. Like, what the fuck? I'm a very sensitive guy, and you haven't complimented how clean. Look how clean this looks, right? She cleaned it up. She owns a beauty salon, and then it's a holistic beauty salon, and then I do meditations there sometimes. So she cleaned it up. She cleaned up my beard, right? And then we had a great discussion, and then I went to my friend Mycelia's, and we have a chess club that meets there. We're called the Chessires, not to be confused with the Chessires. So yeah, we did that. And then I gave some chess lessons over there, played some chess, and we all had an awesome time. And dude, they did something really nice. Mycelia got me a birthday cake. It was like totally awesome. She got me a birthday cake. And she didn't have to do that. Like, it's not like we've been best friends for like 30 years, but she totally did. Yeah, sweet on many levels. And it was really, really nice of her. So it was great. You say, did you do anything for your birthday? Oh, you look great. Well, thank you. That's super kind of you. Yeah, I went over to my parents. House, and it was a real low key. We played a board game called Azul on my birthday. And it was just real low key. I got to spend some time with the two people that I, love most in the world, right? My parents, right? That's how it goes for me. So anyways, yeah. So then tonight was great. And now we're just gonna be playing some chess, and yeah, it's good to see you. What's going on with you? How's the illness? You feeling any better? We gotta get another game going though. I won 3 in a row, JT. Let's see what we got going on tonight. I got my rating up to the highest it's ever been on chess.com, which is cool. which is really cool actually. All right, what's this guy gonna do? This is standard stuff. I think this is what, Rogozin territory or something. I don't know the names. I don't know the names of openings. I'm a chess instructor, but I don't pay attention to that kind of nonsense. All right. What do we got going on here? Let's see. We got this guy knows how to play a little bit, so I think we just do take. Now let's see if he takes with the queen or the pawn. He takes that way. That's fine. We're just gonna play some simple chess. I don't feel like playing anything too extravagant right now. He might probably do knight over or castle. Which one is he gonna do? I'm looking to develop my knight. Maybe get my bishop to d3. That kind of stuff. Oh, he's going with this line. All right, let's see how it goes. Hey, wellness with Zara. Hold on, let me go back so I can actually see what you're saying. You say, hi, how are you? Happy birthday. Oh, thank you. Your birthday is coming soon in a couple days as well. Well, thank you for popping in. First time chat. Yes, my name is Agni James, and you were a newer follower. I remember I saw that you came in. Thank you so much. And I hope you have a wonderful birthday in a couple days as well. I'm a chess instructor, IRL, but I primarily do guided meditations on Twitch. So I do chess, and I also have a master's in philosophy. So we do philosophy discussions as well. I'm really concerned with metaphysics, philosophy of mind, and philosophy of science. All right, I got to get back to the chess game because I'm going to burn all my clock, though. So just hang tight with me for a second. All right, so let's see. Let's get this knight developed. He's going to bring the queen down here, try to exert pressure. So then I just go here. We'll just go here. He's going to hop the knight in here, and then I simply bring my rook over. Just like this, right? Pretty standard stuff right here. He's gonna take. I'm gonna take like this, so my queen has horizontal control over there. He might even take over here. Sometimes they do that. But yeah, wellness with Zara. It's lovely. You're terrible at chess, but you do enjoy picking the brains of those who are more well-read in philosophy than you. Oh, well, yeah, philosophy is really important to me, actually. I love philosophy, and let me go back to the chess game. I'm burning too much clock. I love philosophy, and I spend a lot of time in work. He might play bishop here, which is kind of a little bit annoying, I think. But yeah. All right, so I need to get then I'll just develop my bishop here, and everything's fine. Okay. I like metaphysics. Metaphysics is the coolest thing, right? Trying to understand the foundational nature of reality, right? Like, who doesn't want to understand the foundational nature of reality? Who doesn't want to at least try, right? My metaphysics holds that the foundational nature of reality is pure love, but that's very different than academic philosophy. That's what I went to school for. I was in an analytic academic philosophy program, and we studied all the great metaphysicians. Going all the way back to Parmenides, to 20th century metaphysicians, so it's been cool. I also really like philosophy of mind. I also have a degree in psychology, an undergraduate degree in psychology, so I love philosophy of mind, and I have a undergraduate degree in molecular biology, so I like philosophy of science as well. So we study all that stuff. Chad Guy is here. We got Chad Guy back. All right, excellent. Okay, and this person is just they left. I think they left. They don't like the fact that I can defend this position, but we'll just hang out and see if they come back. Maybe they got disconnected. Chad Guy redeemed hydrate. Let me drink a little more. All right, so we're 4-0 today. We're playing some chess, and then we're gonna do a guided meditation. We will get one in. I want to play a little chess first. So yeah, you will definitely catch one of those. Let's see. Wellness with Zara, you're saying that nice. You don't know much about microbiology, but you've been looking into the science behind subtle energy, and the electromagnetic field that we generate. That's cool. See, I don't know much about that. That's pretty neat. Maybe we can share information about that sometimes. That's pretty awesome. Yes. All right. Sometimes we do readings from the Tao Te Ching as well. I have that down here. We also do chakra balancing in here sometimes. Today I'm kind of feeling like a chess vibe, so we're gonna go with that. So let's do it. Chad guy, how you doing, man? What's new with you? What's going on with Chad guy? All right, let's see. We got this is the Sicilian defense, right? We got this and this. Okay, so going for this variation. He's gonna take with the queen. I develop here. I'll probably swing over or retreat. Yep, this is all standard stuff. Standard stuff. Nothing too crazy right here. How do I want to deal with this? So I have a couple ideas. I do this, then he takes, I take. Yeah, I mean, he's gonna have this annoying move. I think we're good. Is this even the line? I might not even be playing the line correctly. Right? Yeah, I just didn't play the line correctly, which is kind of annoying. So do I want to take with the knight or the queen? All right, who do I want to take with? I'm going to get an isolated pawn here. All right, we're going to take with the queen. And then we'll take here and then here. I mean, I'm fine. I'm not lost. It's just I have this isolated pawn here, which is okay. Now he'll probably develop the knight, preparing to castle. I'm going to bring my bishop. Yeah, see, I'm going to bring my bishop here. Now this is kind of an annoying move, right? The reason why this is annoying is because I'm controlling this key square, and he cannot castle through check, right? So he's like looking like, oh, I'm going to play this because then he will be able to castle. But I have. Let's see. I have this idea, right? And then let's see. Actually, hold on. Is there something better? You know, let's do this first. So now he's got to bring his knight here, because if I hop in here, I'll be forking the knight or the king and the rook. So he'll bring his knight down to a6, and now let's see. I could push out. What do I want to do here? He's gonna get this push in, basically, which doesn't do anything though, because then I have this check. All right, so I'm just gonna let's see. Let's go. Maybe rook over even. It's kind of interesting. Now I'm gonna opt for development. I'm opting for development. That's what I'm going for. So this bishop's coming out. He'll probably play this. All right, but now I have this, and now he's not happy because he's like, uh-oh, I'm in check. And now he's in check, so he's never going to be able to castle. You can't castle while you're in check. If he comes over and attacks the knight like here, I'm just going to swing my rook over. He's in trouble, basically. He's in trouble. Also notice this bishop is hitting the knight, but he currently has a defender. But I can take here, right? And then he takes, and then I take, and I win the knight. So that's probably what I'm going to do. If you can win a free piece, and he resigned. All right, so I think I'm 5-0. I'm 5-0 today, which is nice. It's nice being 5-0. Wellness with Zara. Yeah, I got to the 99.8th percentile today on chess.com. So I've been moving up in the world. I've been at the 99.7th percentile recently, but I just finally got to the 99.8th percentile of all the chess players on chess.com. So it's pretty awesome. It's feeling pretty good. I've been playing a lot. Let's see. Oh, you say you'll be popping in and out, just editing at the moment. Good luck with your game. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate it. And by the way, Wellness with Zara, do you stream? That sounds like a streamer name. If so, we'll definitely have to follow you, and I want to know about what you do. All right, let's play some more. Let's play some more chess. JT, you keeping count? I'm 5-0. Don't lose count. Not even for a second. Am I keeping you on your toes, JT? And JT, you didn't answer me. Are you feeling better, or are you still sick? Or did I just miss it? I might have missed it in chat. It wouldn't be the first time I've missed. Okay, he went with the queen. All right, so now he's going to play this and think he's smooth, but then I'm going to play this. Watch this. Okay, oh, he didn't do it. All right, so I'm hitting. He's in a little bit of trouble. He's already in a little bit of trouble, let me tell you. I have tricks and traps. All right, so he swung his queen over, so he's wasted tempo. So I'm in a way better position now, which is nice. It's always nice being in a way better position than your opponent. Notice when this knight moves, I'm going to have this amazing attack right here on this undefended pawn, hitting the rook too. And the rooks might be trapped if he doesn't develop the knight to one of these two squares, right? Also notice I'm not quite on that pawn. So he's got his bishop out. Does that do anything? It does nothing. In fact, well, I can't take the pawn because then he comes in here with check. So I'll probably just castle. Is there anything better, though? In chess, you want to see if there's something better. So I could go here and force a queen trade. Notice I'll be hitting the king and the queen, right? If I bring my queen there, and then he takes, I take, I'm on the bishop. But then my knight's on the edge of the board, which isn't that great. So best in this situation is simply to castle. We're going to castle. Now, he might play this push, which is fine. Play the push if you want, man. What do I do if he plays the push, though? I don't know. I have some ideas. I think this is the idea. Yeah, that's the idea. So he pushes, right? I hop here, and then all of a sudden, I have 1, 2, 3 pieces attacking e5. Okay, so he's going in for this. He's lining up this. Now notice I have something cool. In chess, a fork is a situation where you move one piece and attack 2 or more pieces. So I could move my knight right here to a5 and attack the queen and the bishop and remove one of those pieces, or I could just win a pawn. So what do I want to do here? In this situation, you know what? A pawn is a pawn. Actually, do this first. How about that for an idea? We'll do this first. If you can win get rid of one of these 2 strong pieces first, that's what you want to do typically. So he's going to move his queen either to one of these squares for the most part, or maybe over here, and then I'm going to take the bishop, and then he's going to recapture, and then all right. So we have that, right? Let me get this. Oh, I forgot that the queen's covering there. But that's okay. It's okay. So I have this check. What else do I want to do? Oh, yeah. Well, it doesn't quite work, but let's see. I'm gonna throw this move in. Let's throw this move in. Or should I throw in the check? No, we'll throw this in. Okay. Notice I'm putting pressure on this weak b2 pawn. And once this knight moves, this bishop's also going to be hitting it. I'm hoping he's going to play something like that. All right, so he just missed it. So I'm just going to take it. A pawn's a pawn. I'm on the rook, so he's got to develop the knight. Now he's looking at bringing a rook over to attack my queen on this b file. So I want to get some more counterplay. So what can I do? Let's just I have this square. This bishop sucks. I want to do something with this bishop. All right, let's go with this. We're gonna go with this idea. And I don't think my queen's getting trapped yet. Yet is the key word. Yet is the key word. Let's see. Wellness with Zara, you say, LOL, interesting. You actually have a YouTube short in which you talk about how one of your art pieces is 99.8% finished. So yes, you're a streamer. You do art. Oh, art and fitness streams. All right, let's give you a shout out, by the way. Shout out. Wellness. There you go. And I need to remember to, after the stream, JT, remind me to add Wellness with Zara to the automatic shout outs. Yeah, everyone check out Wellness with Zara. I'll check you out too. You do art and fitness. That's cool that you combine the two. I think that's really really badass actually. That you combine the two. It's important to exercise all aspects of your being. All right, I don't want to lose on time, so I'm gonna play this. All right. But yeah, exercise your art mind and your fitness mind. All right, this move doesn't do anything. I'm gonna throw an in-between move. So notice here I'm attacking the queen. You don't want to lose your queen, right? So he's, even though he's hitting my knight, all right, that's not a good idea. I don't believe. Well, maybe it's okay. I gain a little development, right, at the end of the day. So we'll do this. He's going to win the b7 pawn. Or he could even win this pawn, which no, doesn't matter as much. Maybe I should just take here. Let's see. How do I want to play this? I also am not nearly as good at chess when I'm talking. I don't want to lose this pawn, so I'm going to defend it indirectly and allow his knight to hop in. So now he's going to hop in with the knight. Notice my queen has defense here, but he's going to win this pawn. He'll probably try to grab it with the rook, I think. I think that makes sense. Okay, so yeah, he hopped in with the knight. Now I need to continue. So I could pop in over here, right? And this is kind of cool. I hit the queen if I do so. Yeah, I like this. I like this idea. Is it correct? I don't know, but I like it. So we're going to go with it. Okay, so we got that. I love the fact that my queen is defending this pawn and that my knight is defending this pawn and that my knight's hitting his queen, right? That's the key. That's the key to this position. Also, when I move this knight here, I now open up a discovered attack on his knight. So if his queen moves off this diagonal, yeah, so now I can just win this, yeah, win this knight. It's a knight. I'll take a knight, right? I'll take a knight. This knight is a great defender of this pawn, by the way. It's beautiful. So he could do something like this to try to dislodge my knight. I could go after his queen. We have all sorts of ideas. All right, so he's going like this. He's hitting my bishop and my queen. Not a bad move. So what do I have here? How do I deal with it? That's a very good move, actually. Let's see. Obviously, I could just swing on over here, right? Defend everything. Hit the knight, and then what does he do? He takes the bishop. I take, and everything is still pretty much defended because I'm up material. All right. Let's see if he's going to take, not like that. Let's see what he's going to do. Is he going to take the bishop? That's the big question. Is he going to take the bishop? What do you think, JT? Is he going to take the bishop? A number synchronicities. Ooh, interesting. All right. So he took the bishop. All right, we got to go back. We got to go back. He took the bishop. That's kind of neat. So then I take. Now he'll take here. No, he won't, because I have the knight defending. But he might throw this in first to try to give, it's called give the knight a kick, right? But then I have this in-between move, and I throw a punch at the queen, which is pretty cool. So this guy's not a bad player. This guy's the best guy that I've played so far on stream today. All right, he's going after my queen. He's like, I'm sick of this nonsense. You know, get out of here. And he's lashing out wildly. That's what we call this. All right. So here I say, okay, well, that's cool. That's cool, man. So I throw in one of these checks. I don't know which one makes more sense. Maybe if I go here, I can still develop the knight here if I want. So we're gonna go ahead with this check. Now I just come on over here and we trade. We do some trades. So he can trade his queen for 2 rooks, which is fine, which is pretty good for him. But it's not great, not the end of the world for me. You know, I'm up a whole piece, so I'm just looking to trade material at the end of the day. And I like having a queen. Having a queen's cool. I only have 4 minutes left. I gotta be a little more cognizant of my time. JT, let's see. Did you say that you are or are not feeling better? Did I miss that? Oh, you're still feeling really off. Don't know what's going on. Need to see a doc. Waiting for health insurance to kick back in. Ugh. I am sorry. I am sorry that that's the case. Yeah, that's rough. You said the two people that gifted you your birthday. Yeah, I know, right? My parents, my folks, right? So yeah, that's why I wanted to spend time with them. I mean, that's just how it goes. I'm sorry you're not feeling well, JT. Oh, he moved. Okay, so he moved. So now the question is, how do I play this? Let's see. I want to, if I take right now, it's not the best because he takes with check. So I'm just gonna chill with that. But I am going to. So I'm bring. Oh, I don't want to do that because then he takes here. So I want to kind of give this knight a kick, but I can't quite do it. Yeah, I can do this. I mean, why not? You only live once, right? You only live once. Or what if I just hop over here first? This seems reasonable. Yeah, this is a more reasonable plan of action. Because if I push this pawn, he's going to snag my bishop because this removes the defender of the bishop. So now I get my rook on this good file. He doesn't have many squares for his queen. In fact, his queen can go. All right, so he goes there. Not a ton of good ideas for him in that situation. I want to get my knight super act. Well, he's back here, so now I'll play this actually. Now I will play this. Throwing a punch at the bishop. I'm looking to get this knight very active, and then also I'm looking to get this bishop here hitting the queen and this very vulnerable pawn. Now my king's a little less safe in this situation. My king is a little less safe, but that's okay. You know, that's how it goes sometimes in life. Sometimes in life your king's going to be a little less safe. When you're up a whole piece, though, I mean, that's just how it goes sometimes. I only have 2.5 minutes, though. I'm talking up a storm. Talking up a storm today. So Chad guy, you were here a second ago, man. Are you still around? Where did Chad guy disappear to? JT, is he still participating? And is he still or is he lurking? Is he a lurker now? Has he taken a page out of your text? Okay, so he moved the bishop, which is fine. All right, so now let's see, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna just play some simple chess. Play some simple chess. Do this kind of idea. Defend the pawn. I could swing my rook over, but then, you know, he just... Actually, yeah, this is the move I want. What am I doing? Dude, this is the move I want right now. All right, well, I'll get that move in next, hopefully. I'd like to trade my 2 rooks for his queen because I'm up material. I'd also like to get this knight to the square where it belongs, right here, and then get my bishop to where it belongs. Now, he could come over and like attack my queen if he wants. He's got some ideas. Yep, and he did just that, right? He attacked the queen. All right, so we'll just play some simple chess, just like this. I have a forking idea. Move my knight here, hit both of these rooks. Everything is still currently defended, but I have the fork. How is this going to play out? This bishop's kind of sidelined. He doesn't have a lot of great squares for this bishop. I will say this guy's fighting hard, which is cool. This guy is definitely fighting hard. Oh, JT, he's out? Yeah, who knows? You know, he pops in and out, but yeah, sometimes he's out right now. It looks like it. Okay, let me go back. All right, so what do we have here? What did he do? Oh, he brought his His rook over. All right. All right. Let's he's hitting my bishop, and let's try to keep things. I want to try to keep things interesting. Let's go here. Notice I'm hitting the rook. I'm also looking to get this move in. This is a very pivotal move that I really want to get in. If I can get this move in, I'm going to win this game. I'm spending a lot of time though, is the problem. I'm spending too much time like fucking around in this game. All right, so now he's going for this square. He's looking to bust on through, which that didn't work because I just take. See, he just made a mistake. Now he'll take, and now he's like, oh, I can control this, but then he can't because I could bring knight here, but I don't want to do that. I'm just gonna go. What's most accurate? Let's just play queen right here. Queen right here. Defend the pawn. Defend a pawn, right? I only have 57 seconds though, so there's a good chance I actually lose this. I do not play good with time pressure all the time. I'm looking to bring rook over, that kind of stuff. Check. All right. We go here. Yep, we'll just go here. Oh, I mean here. We'll go here. My only square I can even go to. He's got this check. Oops. This check. All right, I gotta stop talking. I'm talking too much this game. I mean, I'm killing him on material, so you would think I should win, but when you talk this much, it's a whole different game. Okay, he takes there, which is fine. Just gonna run over here. I just got out of the pin. All right, we'll block like this, I guess. Just trade it off, which is not good. Ah, he got me. All right. Good job. Good job. He got me. I got in time trouble, and he got me. All right. So that's how it goes sometimes. That was sloppy chess. I know. Sloppy chess, right, JT? Okay. Yeah. But that's how it goes. So I'm 5-1 for today. That was just really really disappointing. Let's do another because you know I'm a chess addict. Let's see how it goes. All right, let's play some better chess here. Now I'm pissed. We're gonna play some better chess here. Okay, that's not correct. Looking to create some threats on the king side. Looking to castle. Get out of this annoying pin. This knight is misplaced on b6. Just how it goes. It's how it goes sometimes. Those of you who don't know me, my name is Agni James, and I am a chess instructor IRL. I also have a master's in philosophy, and I primarily stream guided meditations. He's going to swing the rook over. He's eyeing this pawn, which is fine. So what do I want to do? I'm actually looking at hopping over here, and if he he can't even take this pawn. I don't know what he's trying to do. This guy's doing some weird stuff right now. I mean, he could take it with his knight, I guess, but it just doesn't seem right, you know. Sometimes your opponent makes a move and it just doesn't seem right. All right, he's doing all that stuff. Yep. All right, let's get this push in. I like the idea of getting this push in. All right, whatever. We'll do this. I have a checkmate threat. All right, he blocked the checkmate threat. So now the question is, how do I proceed? Let's back up. He was attacking this pawn. He's got enough attackers here, so he can bust through if he wants, sort of. But I got rook over. So, I don't know. It's something. Maybe it's not enough for me. Wait a second. Oh, I could have just taken the... No, I'm attacking the knight now. What am I doing? Dude, I could have just taken take the free piece, you know? Take the free knight. He just left, by the way. This guy just left. He couldn't even hang. He couldn't hang. All right. So we're 6-1. Hey, Tommy. How's it going, brother? Good to see you, man. Tommy is someone who's from another world. You're from the philosophy crew. Good to see you, man. How's life? You hang out with my good buddy Aristotle. Good dude. You're one of the Noger crew too, man. Good to see you. Welcome in, dude. Yeah, and thanks. I appreciate it, man. Alex Gray's a cool dude. I have a funny story about Alex Gray, actually. So I don't know how much you know about him and his wife Allison, but you know, I've seen some documentaries on Alex Gray. You know, he did all the artwork for Tool, which was one of my favorite bands growing up, and I still listen to Tool. I think they're great. But Ken, if you know who Ken Kesey was, he was the guy that basically distributed. He wrote One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, and he distributed acid on the West Coast when LSD started becoming popular, right? So he took the Magic Bus ride, right, and gave out a bunch of acid, right? Let me go back to this scene so you can see it better. But anyways, They redid the bus. They made it nice again, and they were going to reenact the tour, right? So they redid the bus, and one of my good friends actually got to go on the bus ride. Yeah, and they traveled from Hippie Fest to Hippie Fest around the country. And one of the places they stopped off was the Chapel of Sacred Mirrors, which is Alex Gray's, basically where he has most of his artwork, right? It's like this beautiful place in New York. I think it's like upstate New York, and it's just this beautiful place. And he got to actually hang out with Alex Gray. And he did a couple workshops with him. He got to talk with him, and they chilled and just hung out and partied. And but anyways, so in all the documentaries, Alex Gray has a very deep and slow voice, and he kind of talks like this, and that's just how Alex Gray is, right? But I guess in real life, he's not like that at all. In real life, Alex Gray talks like this. He talks like this. He's like really hyper, and he has a really high pitched voice. So my friend is just hanging out with him, and he goes to meet him, and he just couldn't stop. He couldn't stop laughing. I mean, part of it was probably the drugs he was on, but still, it's like, dude, you've seen the guy in documentaries. He's always got a low, slow, deep voice. But then he meets him in real life and is hanging out with him in like a casual setting, and Alex Gray's talking like this. Hey guys, let's do this. Yeah, it was totally ridiculous, right? It was hysterical, But yeah, anyways, Alex Gray is one of my favorite artists. I love his style. I think he has something unique. He has something unique about it. I used to have those two pictures up here actually in front of me, and then one day I was like, dude, I need to share this with the people I stream with, right? So I moved them back there. I still have a beautiful one right here in front of me. I can't really move the camera because it's all locked down and it'll mess things up, but I've shown it on stream before. It's a nice one. But yeah, Alex is cool, and his wife is really cool too, Allison. They've done a lot of artwork together, and I might actually go get to meet Alex. My buddy wants to take a trip back there next summer, and he's got the connection. He's in with Alex, so I figure I might go out there and just meet the guy, shake his hand. He said that we'd be able to stay there and hang out and spend maybe like a week with Alex. So I think that I might do that. So yeah, we'll see. All right. Anyways, we are going back into the chess world. Tomi, do you stream too? I think you stream, right? If I recall. I'm sorry, I'm terrible at streaming with what people stream, and my memory is basically fucking shot these days. So I mean no offense. I know you've done some you do some gaming stream. All right, let's JT, could you give Tomi a shout out, or I got it actually. I know you're an academic, but I think you do primarily gaming streams, right? Is that the deal? I have a master's. Is that a 0 or an O? I never fucking know. I never know what people have, man. It looks like a 0 to me. Let me see. It's a 0. Yeah, you're always throwing me off. You people who use the zeros instead of the O's, man. It's like the worst thing for me in my life, man. It's just I can't deal with it. But anyways, there's a shout out. Go check out Tomi. Yeah. So if I recall, you're like an academic. I forget what field you are. Yeah, philosophy. That's right. You stream philosophy. Yeah, I have a master's in philosophy. But since 2016, I haven't done anything with it except personal reading. I went to a very strict analytic philosophy program. I primarily studied philosophy of mind, philosophy of science, and metaphysics, and every once in a while we do philosophy in here. When we started this channel, it was a philosophy stream. That's what I was doing. I was coming on here and reading Kant, and I was coming on here and I just Eris would probably be yelling at me if I said I was reading Kant. He's not a big fan, but I was reading some of the pre-Socratics, like Parmenides. He's my favorite pre-Socratic. In fact, I named my cat Parmenides, right? She's a philosopher cat. We were reading a lot of philosophy of mind, philosophy of science, metaphysics. Those are the areas that I've always found most interesting. So we did a lot of that, when we first started, and then other people started doing philosophy, and I was like, well, if other people are going to do philosophy, I'm going to do something. I'm going to go back to my roots. I felt like I'm just kind of rehashing the same old stuff, so I ended up going more into guided meditations. This is something I've been doing guided meditations forever, and it was also a nice break from analytic philosophy. I don't know if you're an analytic or if you have an analytic or continental bent. or preference. Where I went to school, it was all analytic philosophy, and like literally to the point where the department head was like said to our class in logic class one day. It was first order predicate calculus. And he says to our class, let me think if I remember exactly how he said it. He said, the only good French philosopher was Descartes. Or something like that, right? The only French philosopher was Descartes. He said something like that, like dismissing all the French existentialists, dismissing everyone from, the whole crew, basically. He was as hardcore analytic as you get. Everything was a necessary and sufficient condition. In that world, and it was fun. I loved it. It was a cool game, and it was a lot of it was exciting, and I got to learn tons of amazing stuff. I didn't go on for my PhD though. So do I use it on a daily basis? Not necessarily. Let's see. Tell me, you say you mostly do philosophy, cog, sci, neuroscience, mind, but you have an affinity for pre-Socratics and mostly teach ethics. Awesome. Well, that's so cool. So ethics is one field of philosophy that I just fucking I know nothing about, and I stay away from as much as possible. Cog, sci, neuroscience, mind. I love all that stuff. In fact, I took as much philosophy of mind as possible. Because I think it's cool, hard problem of consciousness. Oh, I got to meet David Chalmers. I got to, he actually gave a presentation at, I live in outside of Chicago. He gave a presentation at Fermilab to a bunch of physicists because he was promoting some physics in some of his writing, and he basically wanted to run it by them and see if it was legit, or so he basically came in, gave a presentation. They had a philosophy group there, and that I've been to a couple times, and I got to check that out. So that was pretty cool. So philosophy of mind is badass. Philosophy of science was my other thing. I love philosophy of science. I'm a huge pessimistic meta-induction guy. I'm a scientific anti-realist. Now, I'm not saying that, I also have to give the disclaimer, because anyone who doesn't know what scientific anti-realism is always like, oh my God, he doesn't believe in science. And it's like, no, I believe that science has a tremendous amount of utility, but I just believe that the theories that make up science are supplanted over time. Theory X is supplanted by theory Y, and theory Y is supplanted by theory Z, right, over the course of time, right? Because the newer theory has more utility and it fits in better with the rest of science, and it's just better. It makes more sense, but the whole question with scientific anti-realism and science versus scientific realism is whether or not our theories are actually true, capital T true. Now, and that's the thing. Now, it would all be fine if we were actually just getting closer to the truth, if we were honing in and getting closer to the truth, right? Because then it's like, oh, well, theory X was supplanted by theory Y because it was just a more refined theory, right? But if you look at the history of science, it's not the case. If you go back, it's like we're wiping out entire foundations of scientific theories, and we're supplanting them with scientific theories that have premises, that have ideas that are radically different, right? And then we're wiping that out with whatever new scientific theory becomes in vogue, right? So that's the whole deal with that. I know I'm going off on a tangent when I should be playing chess, but you're here, and sometimes I like talking about philosophy. Anyways, you say, oh, you're all analytic. Cool. You're one of those who doesn't view content as real philosophy. No offense intended to those who enjoy it. No, I know what you're saying, man. I know what you're saying. That's how it was ingrained into me. I had almost no exposure to continental philosophy until after grad school when I started reading. I read some Derrida, and just some of the French existentialists, Camus and that crew, and I was always like, man, I don't know, the charge against the continental philosophers has always been obfuscation, right? Because it was, and you know what, it was partly due to the German, what would they call it? The German transcendental idealists. Was it that crew? It was like Fichte, Schilling, and maybe Hegel. Was Hegel in the mix? I don't remember. There were those three dudes. Hegel was I think okay, but like Fitch and Schilling, whatever the fuck his name was, those two guys, they made a whole career off obfuscation. They were just like, hey, let's just make everything really complicated, and then no one will understand what we're saying, but we'll appear really smart. And then they got like these distinguished professorships from what I remember, and then they had like successful careers. And then at the end of the day, when people are looking back at their shit, they're like, this doesn't make any sense. This is garbage. This is trash work, right? So like it was like this big thing. So the analytic philosophers were like, hey, you know what? We're fucking done. We're done with ambiguous language. If you want to say something in philosophy, let's say something that is has one meaning. Means one thing, right? We're not going to play off the different senses of the word, right? We want to clean up. We want to clean up language and word usage, right? And I'm a chess player, right? I actually was telling everyone I just today got to the 99.8th percentile on chess.com, which made me feel really good. So of all the chess players on there, there's only 0.2 that are better than me. But anyway, so yeah, I like logic, right? I like logic. First order predicate calculus was one of the coolest classes I've ever taken in my life. And it's nice. There's something nice about just being able to know exactly what you mean when you read something. It's like, premise one, P1, P2, P3, right? And you could just derive, these proofs from there, right? So there's something beautiful about it, actually, well, to me at least. There's a lot of people that think, oh, that's boring shit. That's boring. You're just like some logic nerd or whatever, but I don't know. I like continental philosophy because it's very poetic and it can be beautiful, right? And I am a poet also, so I do appreciate both, but I mean, if I had to choose one, it would definitely be analytic all the way. Let's see. Where else were you? Told me you say that's super cool. You just got Dennett. Daniel Dennett is a badass. He's a badass. He's one of the big dogs. He's one of the big dogs. Like he's going to be remembered for a long fucking time. You said you got his autobiography that came out today. I didn't even know he came out with an autobiography. Yeah, that's cool. In fact, I have the Mind's Eye over there. I don't know if you're into Douglas Hofstadter at all, but I believe Dennett wrote the autobiography. Not the autobiography, the preface. And the cool thing about this book, this was a cool thing. He wrote the foreword? Let's see. There was something that he wrote at the beginning that was actually really interesting, and see if I can find it. I found something pretty beautiful. Where is it? See if I'm not going to be able to find it if I don't if I didn't highlight it. But yeah, Hofstadter is all about self-reference. If you've never seen Hofstadter, or read any of his stuff, he wrote Gödel, Escher, Bach, The Eternal Golden Braid. That's like the main book that put him on the map. It's pretty brilliant as far as I'm concerned, but I don't know. Okay, anyways, basically somewhere in this book, Dennett wrote, and I thought it was actually Hofstadter that wrote it originally. Noger, hey, Noger, man, good to see you. You say you're off to bed, but have a great night. Big shout out to Noger. Noger is a awesome dude. He is a philosophy streamer on Twitch. We're actually just talking philosophy for once, like I haven't talked philosophy on here in a while. So finally I'm talking philosophy with Tommy. Tommy, for some reason you inspired me to talk philosophy. But anyways, in this book, there was something along the lines of, I think Dennett said something along the lines of, if only Mendel, he was talking about Gregor Mendel and Darwin, right? And he said if only Mendel had shared his work with Darwin, right? And then that would have shored up a major component of Darwin's theory of evolution, right? So that was like something a claim that he made in the book, right? But here's a cool story, and a lot of people have never even heard this story. So apparently, like 60, 70 years after Darwin died, they were, some historian, or maybe even longer than that, some historian was going through his office and just kind of like looking at, the different manuscripts and things that were there. And he found an unopened manuscript that that Mendel had sent Darwin that would have shored up a ton of problems in Darwin's theory of evolution. It was an amazing thing. Darwin never fucking opened it. He received it while he was alive, but he never opened the goddamn thing. If he had just opened it and read it, he would have been like, oh my god, and then he would have been able to use that to really bolster his theories. But yeah, he never opened it. So I contacted, because I thought it was Hofstadter that wrote. I contacted Hofstadter. He's at Indiana University at the time. I think he's still there, right? I don't know if he's still at Indiana University. But anyways, I contacted Hofstadter and I was like, dude, it turns out that Mendel actually did send Darwin the manuscript, and then we talked a little bit back and forth. But he was like, no, that was Dennett that wrote that or whatever. That was Dennett's idea, blah blah blah. But yeah, it was kind of cool. By the way, Hofstadter's a cool guy. If you ever want to just reach out to him, at least when I did, he responded like immediately. It was pretty badass actually to like. I mean, because, it's not like he's just like a nobody. He's a pretty big fucking name, right? He's in their computer science department, last I heard. But he also, is a philosopher. Anyways, okay, what are we doing here? Anyways, good night, Noger. It was great seeing you, buddy. Check out Noger, drop him a follow. And yeah, well, I think we're gonna get back to chess. We got to get back to chess. I'm pissed because I lost my 6th game and then I won my 7th. So I'm 6-1 right now. So let's do a little. I lost because I was in time trouble and I was just fucking around, not paying attention. All right, so we're gonna play some chess. Let's I don't know, play a few more, see how it goes. All right, new opponent. I'm playing good chess overall lately. Oh, okay. So this guy's going in for the England gambit. Oh no, he's just going in for some crap opening. He's just going in for some crap. All right. So here's what he wants. Well, I don't even know what he wants. This guy is going in for some shit. What's he even doing here? This doesn't even make any sense. Sometimes people just oh, I see. Let's see. He's going in for, there's this weird line where it's like take, and then he wins the queen, right? But what if I just take here first? Like, what happens then? Okay, yeah. Oh, he wants me to take the knight. Because here's the trap. And everyone who plays chess, you got to know this trap. This is a very interesting trap that a lot of noobs use. All right, so the idea is I take the knight, he throws his check in, I'm forced to recapture with my king, and then he wins my queen. And he's like, oh my god, I just won your queen, right? Blah, blah, blah. So there's a lot of ways to defend it. I could just not take it. Instead, I'm just going to basically show him that I know what the fuck he's up to. No, I'm just going to develop the knight. And now he's like, oh my god, my trick didn't work. I'm so disappointed. My trick, and he'll probably just fucking leave because he doesn't know how to play chess, right? Now, by the way, the second I play e3, his threat is off, right? So I just got to develop this bishop. We'll develop the bishop here first. And now he just resigned, right? So yeah, I developed the bishop here, and then the idea is if he does check, I recapture, and then if he takes with the queen, I can just take. Oh, I even had the knight defending it. I was all right now anyway. But anyways, it's basically one of the cheapest, shittiest, tricks in the game. It's for people that don't know how to play, that just like learn some like opening garbage. I'm tempted just to sack my queen and beat him anyway because he probably doesn't know how to play. But that's just how it goes. Okay, all right. So what are we? We're 7-1, JT. Let's play some more. Let's play some more chess. Okay, more chess because that's what I do IRL. I'm a chess instructor. Let's see if I can get to 10. If I can get to 10-1, actually 11-1. 11-1 in honor of my sister. 11-1. My sister passed away on 1/11, January 11th. So we'll play. This was many years ago, but yeah, we'll play this. So this 1/11 is always a big number that he's going to take, and then I'm going to win his rook, right? He's like, uh-oh, the rook's under fire. There's no way to defend it. Best for black is actually to move the knight out, Then I take. Then he puts the bishop out. Queen is guarding the rook. And then I simply, retreat my queen over here. Or I could even throw my queen over here. Whichever I feel. But he's in trouble. He'll probably just leave the game. We're 7-1 right now. This is why in Queen's Gambit accepted, you don't try to hold on to the pawn. Like we can go back a few moves. Here was the problem. So this is called Queen's. Oh, what happened here? He made a move. All right, so I just win this. All right, now he's just doing this. He'll probably throw his rook over to try anything. I have this. Doubling up, winning another pawn. I probably didn't play that right. I probably should have taken this pawn to pin the knight to the king. Probably a little better. But I'm way up material. I'm up a whole piece. Look, I'm up a whole bishop, right? So at the end of the day, I should win this game. If I don't win this game, there's something seriously wrong with the situation. Okay, so what did he do here? What did he do? Oh, he pushed the pawn. All right. He's looking to get this check, and I'm going to just stop that. I basically want to stop all counterplay. He's like, oh no, I can't even get this push in now. Or this bishop check in now. So I'm doing that. He doesn't have a lot of good ideas. All right, so he's going to try to break through here. But that's a problem because you would just lose the pawn right off the bat. He forgot the fact that this pawn was defending this one. The pawn on B5 was defending the pawn on C4. So now I gain tempo, I gain development, and I get my bishop developed for free, which is great. Okay, his bishop comes out. So now it's looking like I want to develop my knight. Is there anything better to do in the meantime? I could pin here. This is a pretty fucking annoying. No, I do that, then he just hops in here defending. We're just gonna play simple chess. Simple chess. Nothing big. Because yeah, he'll probably develop his knight and then castle. Oh, he's going there? All right. Well, now it's on, man. Now it's on. Okay. I'm down for that. All right. So notice this piece is pinned to the king, right? I have two pieces attacking the knight. He has two defenders, right? So he cannot castle now because he can't. Because I went out. Win a piece at the end of the day. Okay, so he's doing that. That does nothing. I just castle. Oh, yeah, I can even castle. He's got the queen. Oh, he's on the bishop. No, I'm guarding it. What am I talking about? I'm losing my shit here. He's got this queen bishop battery that's attacking H2, but the knight's defending also, so it doesn't really work. He's looking at maybe hopping in here, trying to get another attacker. Yeah, this guy, he's basically in desperation mode, going for cheap tricks, right? So we'll just do this. We'll do that. There's nothing here. I'm attacking your knight, buddy. What do you? Okay, well that doesn't do anything. I mean, I guess let's see. I take, and then he takes with check, but then I just move here. And then what? All right, so this guy just doesn't know. He doesn't know what he's doing, really. Which is fine. A lot of people don't know what they're doing. When you're learning a new game, I mean, you might not know what you're doing. I'm looking at taking this pawn, hitting the rook. Also looking at this, trapping the bishop, winning the bishop. I don't want to do it yet, though. Is there anything else I can do? No, he's just doing that. He's going there defending. All right, I'm getting a little cramped here. I need to push out. Need to push out a bit. So my plan is to get this move in. All right, we got that kind of stuff. You might swing the rook over, then I just come over here. We'll see. We'll see how it all plays out in the end. He did the move that I said he was going to do, right? Okay. Let's check it out. So then I just come over here. Everything's guarded. Everything's defended. I'm looking to get this pushing. That's just the main thing, right? Now he could even bring his rook down here. That's fine. I got bishop here or bishop to g5. I'm up a piece is the thing, though. You know, this is the push I want. The reason I want this push is because notice the queen and bishop, they have this battery on this diagonal, right? So if I push this, it completely blunts the diagonal. Yeah, so that doesn't work. Now he's got to move the bishop back, probably here. He's going to be on this pawn, but I'm going to defend it by playing bishop over here, right? So it's just everything's solid. Everything is protected. He doesn't have any major threats. And I'm up 7 pieces, 7 points. So this is going to be a win. And then we'll be 8. We'll be 8-1, which is nice. It's nice to be 8-1. But remember, I want to go 11-1 in honor of my sister. All right. So we got this. What's he doing? Nothing. I can bring my rook over. This is pretty nice. Notice how I'm attacking the queen and my bishop is guarding the rook. This is called a tempo gainer. You move a piece, get a piece developed, and force your opponent to have to move, right? Just like that. All right. That's how that works out. This knight's a problem piece, so this knight needs to get in the game. Let's get this knight developed. I'm looking to probably hop in over here and then hop in here to d6 or c5. It's just weird. It's weird when you're in a situation where you're up like so much material. It's kind of hard to keep the killer instinct. All right, that was a bad move because I take here with check. Right, that's the key because otherwise you just take my bishop. All right, I come here. Now I have a checkmate in one threat right here. Queen right. Oops, queen right here is going to be checkmate. Can he even do anything to stop it? He can move his king right here, such that when I check him here, then he can escape here. But it's looking really bad. He's going to be lost very, very soon. Yeah, that's his only move. All right. So now let's see. We have this check. He's got to come here, and then. What else do we got? We got this check. If he comes to anywhere on this file, whenever I move this bishop, I'll have a discovered attack on his king. He's basically, yeah, if he comes here, okay, so now I have a discovered attack. Is there anything good? Funny enough, I could just win his bishop, but I feel like I want to go for the mate. Let's just what if I throw this check in? Yeah, where does he go? He's really running low on squares. I kind of like... Okay, he just resigned. Okay, we're 8-1. 8-1. There we go. That's how we do it. Okay, let's do another one. JT, you hanging in there? I know you're not feeling well. I hope you're hanging in there, though. All right, let's do another one. All right. So here we're going to go into the French defense. Well, maybe. This is like a weird setup. I don't even know what this is. This is not the French, but he's not playing this correctly. All right. Notice I'm exerting pressure right here. All right, so I get this. He might play this, push this out. Try to regain the tempo. So he's looking to push this. All right. I'm just going to drop back here when he does. Let's get the bishop developed. He's going to play this. No, he didn't. Okay, now we get the bishop developed. I want to trade my light square bishop for his light square bishop. That's the idea behind this. Because notice my pawns are on light squares. So this is called my bad bishop, right? I want to get rid of it. Get out of here, bishop. I don't want you anymore. All right, we'll go for this. This move is coming eventually. Okay. Oh, he might even hop the knight over. So this guy is like a legit player. We'll just castle. Keep things simple. There's that push I was telling you about. We just redeploy the bishop here. Notice this is a backwards pawn. So like he's looking to get there. Which makes sense. We get this developed. He's going to get this push in at some point. Like right now. If I take, he hops in here with the knight. So I don't want to take. What do I want to do instead? Oh, he's got the fork too. He's got the fork. Okay, well. Let's go with, I have the knight in. He's got the fork. No, yeah, I guess we'll go with this. We'll go with this. And normally it's not great to trade that. Oh, that was terrible. That was a terrible move. I'm gonna lose the game now. Yeah, that was really dumb. But okay, well, fair enough. Oh man. All right. Let's see. We'll just take that. That was really like terrible chess right there. All right, he takes there with the tempo gainer. Let's go right here. All right, I have two pieces here, but it doesn't matter. Let's do this. Because he takes with this knight. He could even move the knight and force a queen trade, but it's not going to quite work out here. Because I have two attackers on this knight. All right, now he does that. Yeah. Everything's defended. I should just leave this game, to be honest. This is really a trash game right now. He's looking to hop in here, trade off queens. I mean, it's just too easy for him at this point. So, is there anything I can do? Is there any like tricks or traps or anything at all? It doesn't look like it. Everything's just well defended on his part. We'll just do this. He's gonna like hop in here. And I'm gonna like, I don't know, come back here. Defending the pawn. This is just a mess. This is really a mess. Well, he hopped in that way, right? Yeah, trade pieces, why not, man? Okay, let's I'd like to go after his dark square bishop, but I'm going to try to avoid trades at all costs. Well, I can't because my queen's being hit. So now I have to do a queen trade. Well, not really. I can just move my queen. Any decent squares to move it to? No. Yeah, this is a joke. And if I even move this knight, he's got this fork hitting the queen and the rook. All right, we got this stuff. He's just simplifying the position. He'll probably move the knight up, or kick the knight away, right? Yeah, there's nothing there. All right, there's that. Easy chess for him at this point. I need to do something drastic. Yeah, I need to do something like really drastic. Let's get some drastic moves in. He's probably just going to double up. Or maybe even here. This is better. I'm looking at... I can't even get that in yet. All right. He's looking at takes. Let's go for this. Just try to create some kind of counterplay. He's got this fork hitting the queen and the rook. Okay, so... Nothing here. I mean, it's really bad at this stage. Yeah, he's just going to be able to trade down and win. That sucks. All right, we'll do this. He's going to take, and then I'm going to recapture. He's going to probably put a rook over here. I just need to get like these pawns flying. Basically, it's my only hope. Pawn storm. All right, we'll do this kind of stuff. He's got this idea. Bishop here, hitting the queen. Queen slides over. I need to get some counterplay. I need to get some things busted open. So I'm looking at this kind of idea with this. Let's see if I can muster up an attack of some sort. You say it's the night of resignations. It's an interesting way to say it, JT. It's a night of resignations. Yeah, I know, right? Maybe I should resign. You know, maybe I should be the one resigning. Oh, he moved. All right, what did he do? He did that. He's looking to double up, trade off a pair of rooks, right? Which makes sense. Can't do that even. So we'll... All right, let's go in for this. This is not going to work. So he's going to come down here with check, and then I just... All right, take here. He's got this check too. So then I take, and then he comes down and takes, and now he's got this check, which is almost the end, right? Okay. And my check here doesn't even do anything because he's got a queen. He's got the queen there, but I mean, I could throw it in for fun. Let's see. Let's just do this. It's really frustrating when you just know you're beat and there's nothing you can do about it. He's got this check or this check. Oh, he comes here. It's just trade queens and GG. Yeah. Ugh. So ugly. Super ugly. All right. And then there's nothing I can do to break through any of this crap. So what do we got here? I don't know. Nothing. All right, let's get some king activity. How about that? It's the best I can muster right here. A little king activity. Hey, his bishop's kind of blocked off now, which is kind of cool. All of a sudden, I have a little bit of life. His bishop is out of play. That's kind of cool. But it's only a temporary thing is the problem. All right. Let's sack a pawn. sack this pawn. No, then he takes and I go there, then he goes there. That doesn't quite work. Let's do this first. No. Yeah, actually, let's hit the rook. I'd love to get this pawn up here. He's just going to bring his king around, probably. All right. He's got that. I'm trying to swindle him, basically. Trying to swindle him in the endgame. Check. He comes there. I have an idea. So I have an idea. He's going to win that pawn. Then what about that dark square bishop? Where's that dark square bishop going? He's all excited about winning the pawn. Oh, he can go right there. And all right, so we'll do this. He's going to back up, defend everything. Yeah, there's nothing here. Any last ditch attempts you can do? Takes with a rook. Let's try this. Okay. I'm going to win his bishop. But it's not going to be enough, but at least I win the bishop. Let's come right here. I'm also down on time. Okay, so he's going after this pawn, which makes sense. Gotta come up with something quick. Oh, quick, move. Nothing. He's gonna win this pawn now, but I'll win this one. All right. Is there a way to swindle him or not? I'm out of time again. Frustrating. Out of time. Yeah. But I did fight back a little bit at least. That was good. Let's see. JT, you say, am I a swindler? I don't know. I don't think so. That's actually not my game. My game is not swindles. My game is not cheap tricks and swindles. Let's go back to this. So my game is not cheap tricks and swindles. My game is actually, solid chess. And I've been getting better with creating imbalances and going for good attacks. But I'm not a swindler, right? But yeah, you say it's always fun to watch when you're in the red and you have to move your pieces without much thinking. Yeah, right. And I mean, time scrambles can be interesting. Okay, so JT, you are gonna hate this. but I think I am burnt out for tonight. I'm out of steam. I really wanted to. I was going to come on here, do some chess, and do a meditation, but yeah, I just need to get some sleep at the end of the day. Everyone, thank you so much for being here. JT, thank you for hanging out with me today. I appreciate it. It's good seeing you. I really want you to feel better, soon. And this is getting concerning to me that you haven't been feeling well for quite some time, and I want you to feel better. I appreciate you, JT. So, yeah, like always, I'm gonna send energy, healing energy your way, and hope for the best, and you say if you die, you'll think your last thought of me. You better no. Don't even talk about dying, JT. I mean, if you die, that would be like just about the worst thing that could possibly happen to me. So I don't want you to ever even think about that. Okay. And by the way, you know the sitch. If you ever wanna talk, feel free to give me a call. I've been much busier now because my chess classes are started up, but you absolutely always have time with me when you need it. We'll just have to arrange it, okay? You say you'll wait for me at the path. You'll just hang out. You'll be hanging out, and then I don't know. Whenever I die, I'm like, hey, there you are. There you are. You've been just kind of chilling. Like, what are you gonna do in the meantime, though? Like, what are you gonna do while you're just chilling there? At the path home, yeah, right, at the path, Oh, you'll wait for me on the other side. Oh, well, here, do me a favor. If you do die and you're like, this like super powerful like being like beyond the realm, like somehow make it such that I actually have a good night's sleep every now and then, because I don't really get good night's sleeps ever. If maybe you could help me out with that. I'm just kidding. Don't die, JT. I love you. Don't die. All right. Okay. Let's see. Let's watch me sleep. That's so ridiculous. Should I go to the Watch Me Sleep channel now and just like pass out back there? You'll sing me lullabies. Yes, I used to say that about you. Like I used to say that when I'm feeling down. JT calls me up and sings me lullabies. Should we even do this? Raid City? I don't know. Everyone else does these raid calls, so we probably should, right? And then we'll throw what the hell's going on here? Where's my raid call? What? It's just not there anymore? What the fucking the red raid thing is gone. Well, whatever. Where the hell is it? There it is. It moved. It moved on me. Okay, well, whatever. So let's do this. You know the routine. Subscribers, copy and paste this. If you're not a subscriber, you don't need to worry about it. Let's see who's out there in the Twitch world. Let's see who is out there in the Twitch world. By the way, JT, I don't know if you can tell, the screen's a little off. I had to mess around with a lot of settings. So, like, the screen is off. Chad guy did posture check, too. I didn't, and suggest a poll. I didn't know about any of those. JT, did you know that he did suggest a poll and posture check? I just saw the hydrate one. All right, we're gonna raid Zwar. He's doing tarot. Cool. Tarot's a perfect thing to raid to. So we're gonna raid Zwar, and then or maybe he's doing Counter-Strike. It said tarot though in the thing. So, anyways, I love you all. Thank you so much. Thanks for hanging out with me. I'll see you around. I'll try to stream more often. Be nice to the people around you. Namaste.